the Super Bowl or the road to the Super Bowl is about to come up. We're in week 18 actually. Mm-hmm. So what I wanted to do is take a quick history jump, but I want y'all to tell me. I have every road to Super Bowl from 2010 to now. I want you to tell me, rated from 1 to 10, how hard and difficult do you think that run was? Was it a 1, meaning that, oh my gosh, they had to play those guys? Of course they're in the Super Bowl. Or was it 10, like, oh my gosh, how'd they win the freaking Super Bowl type beat? We're going to start with Aaron freaking Rodgers. Hello, Aaron. It's been a while, but we're going to start with you. The 10-6 Packers, 6 seed. They go against the 10-6 Eagles. Michael Vick. This is Michael Vick's Renaissance season. 13-3 Falcons, number 1 seed. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice. You know, he a choke artist. But Matty Ice, 13-3 Falcons. They faced 11-5 Bears, but the Bears lost Jay Cutler for a good portion of that game. And then they faced the 12-4 Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl, and they win the Super Bowl 31-25. 1 to 10, how hard do you think that road to the Super Bowl was?
6.
6?
Yeah.
I'll give it 5. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give it 5.5.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
And honestly, that may be biased. I'm not gonna lie, that may be a little biased. So, I think were they winning the game before Jay Cutler got hurt, or like how was it?
It's a close game. It's like they were winning, but it's like really close, low scoring. Aaron didn't play well.
But even then, it's Jay Cutler. Like,
and he didn't even play. It was I forgot who was the backup, but that was an easy one.
That was in the championship game, right?
I know, yeah. They like good job. Jay Cutler. I feel like if Jay Cutler played, they might have actually won that game. That's how bad Aaron played in that game. But Jay got hurt, so the backup wasn't gonna do nothing. And then I think some guy got a pick 6 off of the backup, and that was the difference in the game. So that was your plot. Like Aaron, good job. Got a little plot going your way.
And we're talking about overall team, or are we talking about like the QBs?
No, I'm talking about the overall team. Like what the road for that team. Like how hard do you think that was a good?
Yeah.
So you say 5.5?
I'll do 6.
There you go. Bump it up, right? Yeah, I say 6.
I'll give him a 6. Still
right, we're going to next year, 2011, the 9-7 Giants. That's a low record.
10.
They win 10-6. They beat the 10-6 Falcons. They beat the 10-6 Falcons because the Falcons are choke artists, right? They faced the 15-1 Packers when Aaron Rodgers was lighting up the NFL. The 15-1 Packers. They beat the 13-3 49ers. Alex Smith. They beat the 13-win 49ers, and they beat the 13-win Patriots. That's a 9.5. That's hard as hell. That's hard as hell. They could have lost in any round. That's freaking hard for a 9-win team.
Yeah, that's fact. I'll give that a 10. Like, to me, that's what.
9.5 10.
Yeah.
That's hard, boy. Good God. The 15-win Packers? That's when Aaron Rodgers was lighting the NFL on fire. MVP, they started off 13-0. And Eli Manning walked into his building in Green Bay. And I remember this game vividly. He had his hands in that little hand warmer. He looked so freaking cool, right? That boy Eli Manning was dicing and slicing the Packers. He threw a Hail Mary touchdown to end the half. I said, this boy on plot. He got plot today. Oh, God. That boy was, that's impressive. That's number 1 so far, right? That's number 1 so far. Okay. The 10-6 Ravens, number 4 seed. They faced the 11-win Colts with Andrew Luck. They faced hello, Jared, the 13-win Broncos, the Mile High Miracle. You remember that game sure. I know you do.
So, yeah.
The 12-win New England Patriots and beat the hell out of them, too. Because after beating Peyton Manning in his house in 2 overtimes, you got a little plot. They beat the hell out of Tom Brady. And then they faced the 11-4-1 Super San Francisco 49ers team. I give that a 9. That's like hella hard. I give that a 9 personally.
8.5.
8.5. Because they faced Andrew Luck. They beat Peyton Manning in his house. Beat Tom Brady in his house. And they beat the Super San Francisco 49ers. With Colin Kaepernick was lighting the league up. I'm like, hey. To me, that's a 9. Good God, Joe Flacco threw 11 touchdowns. NFL record, tied a record for touchdowns. Hey, Joe Flacco was elite that day. Okay, so that's you agree the Giants is higher though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the 13-win Seahawks. He faced 11-win Saints. Drew Brees. Drew Brees could not figure out the Seahawks to save his life, so tough for them. They faced the 12-win 49ers. The Super 49ers team still exists. Then they face hello, Jared. The 13-win Denver Broncos. Beat the hell out of them too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like they did that so effortlessly. So I don't know.
I mean, that's supposed to be a good team.
7.
That's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be a really good team. That's supposed to be an all-time great team. Yeah, I give you that's a hard road though. I think like Drew Brees, Colin Kaepernick, and then Peyton Manning, all-time great version. I feel like I give it an 8. What you think, Jared?
I don't know. It's hard to say because I know exactly how that game went. Yeah. Yeah, about an 8, maybe 8.5.
I got you. So still Giants. I think Giants be hard to beat. The Giants be really hard to beat. Let's go to the Patriots. The Patriots had a very chill road. They faced the 10-win Ravens. They faced the 11-win Colts. That's the Deflategate game. And they faced the 12-win Seahawks, who did not run the ball at the 1-yard line in the worst loss.
Take off 1. So
I think that's a 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them. Yeah. Too many allegations. Yeah. Even though they mollywopped the Colts, but still.
It's Deflategate, and then they should have lost in the Super Bowl. So it's like
boy,
I don't know. The Seahawks should be on this list twice. Ain't no way. There's no way Seahawks are on this list twice. Ain't no way.
Tommy.
The Seahawks had a harder road too. The Seahawks had to face like better competition, but tough. They lost their own way. Jared, you got plot now. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm in here. Let's go.
The 12-win Broncos. Yeah,
that's me.
They faced the 10-win Steelers. I don't think Antonio Brown played though. He had that concussion. I don't think he played that game. Yeah, he didn't have that. He had that Vontaze Burfict hit concussion. Tough. Then you face the 12-win Patriots. Pretty impressive win. And you face the 15-win Carolina Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, without your bias that I know is going to come into this, what do you rate this from 1 to 10?
10.5.
Whoa.
Probably because I know the team and how bad we actually kind of were. Like a 9, 8.5.
8.5. Is that better than the Giants? You think is that better and more impressive than the Giants road?
No, I think slightly under.
Interesting. Yeah. John, what you think?
Yeah, like he was saying, like you probably watched every game, like you know your team, so you kind of like know how difficult it was. This is just me kind of like hearing stuff. So I'll probably give it like a 7. I mean, what they did against the Panthers was like pretty impressive. So I'll say about like maybe an 8. Yeah, I'll give them an 8.
Yeah, I give them a. That 10-win Steelers team's pretty not good, but beating the Patriots is impressive. But you know, Tom Brady could never beat Denver in Denver for some reason. That was one of his kryptonites. He doesn't have a winning record at Denver. Maybe it's the elevation. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
But, I give it a 7.5. No, I actually give it an 8. They beat the 15-win Panthers. I'll give you that. Here's another one. This one, the 14-win Patriots, right? Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games. Jimmy Garoppolo had to play, and then Jacoby Brissett had to play. They faced the 9-win Texans, the 11-win Steelers, and the 11-win Atlanta Falcons, and the worst blown loss in all of history.
3.
Oh, this was that game. So I gotta up it just for
because
that
of the
game.
fact because of the fact
what they did in that game. Like that's gonna automatically like give them some extra points. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of these are kind of getting the same amount. But
I give it like a 4. I'm giving it a 4. I give it a 4.
You give it a 4?
No, the reason why I give it a 4, the 9-win Texans with Brock Osweiler, of course. The Steelers are good, but they, and then the Falcons, even though the Falcons were a good team, I don't know, Matt Ryan got some of the worst plot. There's no way you lose that game either. Like, how do you, run the ball? Like, damn, run the ball. Why y'all not, running the ball?
Yeah, but it's the road to the Super Bowl, right?
I know, but I know you.
Wait, is it to the Super Bowl or to the Super Bowl win?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay, so to the win. So, they still have to overcome that. So, I think a 4 is just, that's, no. Okay, what you think?
It's impressive. It's impressive. But go ahead, Jerry. What you think?
Maybe a 5.
Yeah.
I agree. The road there wasn't that difficult, but once you in that situation, down all those points, I literally left. I was watching the game. I was like, it's over. I laughed and I left. And I came back and they were winning. I mean, I came back and it was like a tie game or whatever. So the fact that they won that, I feel like come on, just you gotta give them a 6, 6.5 at least, just for coming back.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you like it's hard to give you more than that because I look like the four, but I get you. I give you like a 6, but the 14 win Patriots facing Brock Osweiler in that second round, like damn, and then yeah, man, tough. That's easy to get to Super Bowl. That's really easy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's easy getting there, but like you still gotta,
you gotta finish.
And that was we saw like we talked about this last time. Of that game came one of the greatest catches ever, right?
Oh, plot master. All that game just told you. All it told you that plot is real. That's all that told you. That told you that is a real thing. Because there's no way in back-to-back Super Bowls.
Make plot.
There's no way in your back-to-back Super Bowls, 2 out of your 3 Super Bowls, the Super Bowls you go to, that they refuse to run the ball when it literally they just run the ball, you win the game. And both times they don't do that. Tough. That's plot, boy. Good for y'all though. It's good to have plot though. It's good to be a main character for one time. Let's go to these Eagles, but with Nick Foles. No Carson Wentz. Nick Foles Eagles. They faced the 10-win Falcons off of their Super Bowl loss. They faced the 13-win Vikings with Case Keenum and Stephon Diggs. And then they faced the 13-win Patriots that was trying to go back-to-back on us. But Nick Foles did the Philly special on them and made sure it wasn't to be. Where do you rate that?
8.3.
That's very specific. Yeah, he didn't even say it.
I don't want to get him too high, but what Nick Foles came and did, I know that's another big debate. Did he deserve the statue? And to me, he definitely deserved it.
It ruined Carson Wentz's confidence, though.
yeah, okay, and there we go. Back to confidence. But yeah, I'll give that an 8.3. I think what Nick Foles was able to come in there and do was just amazing. Even if he was with a loaded team. Yeah, now, the road to get there was...
It was decent. I think the Falcons
was
still a good team. The Falcons were still a good team.
So what they dropped, like 40... No, they dropped like... How much they dropped on the Patriots?
41.
41. That's impressive, too. But they did bench one of, like, their all-time great playoff players, Butler. You know, like, to me, that was so disrespectful, bro. Like, he was just sitting over there... Like, he wanted to cry because he got benched. Like, I don't blame you, bro. Like, if you would have cried, I would cry with you. Because that's like, you play all this time, you do everything you're supposed to do, and then it comes to the biggest game, and you get benched. And it was for, like, no good reason. Or at least we don't know the reason. But to bench him, so I'm going to take off. They go to 8.1. Just because they benched.
Yeah, I like it. I give it I'll give it, they faced Matt Ryan. They faced Case Keenum. But Case Keenum was good that year. Yeah. I don't know why. That's a random 13-win team. That's a team. They had remember the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs beat the Saints because the Saints have no plot.
One of the greatest plays ever.
You know what I hate about that too? I'm at my dorm. My TV not working. I'm watching it on my phone. My phone drop off. I'm watching it right before having my phone drop off. I'm like, dang. But I'm thinking, okay, well, the Saints won, so who cares? I look, and they're like, Saints, they say, Vikings win. Everyone's excited. Like, how did they win? What happened? Did I just miss something? I missed one of the greatest plays ever. That's beautiful. That's tough. Good. The Vikings own the Saints. Yeah, that's stupid. But I give it a 8. I give it an even 8. I think beating the Patriots in the way you did in a very entertaining Super Bowl that made my heart beat so hard because I didn't want the Patriots winning anymore. That was good. Meek Mill was playing all night long. Good job, Philadelphia. I know, look, John, you don't want that to happen again. You don't want to do another one of these and have Jalen Hurts road to the Super Bowl. I know you hate that, right? So
yeah. Definitely would. I'd rather Daniel Jones.
But Jerry, what do you think from 1 to 10? What do you think about
that? Probably 7.5.
Okay, not bad.
Can't argue with that.
All right, next year, the 11-win Patriots. This is the lowest amount of wins the Patriots have had in their Super Bowl run, which tells you they have a lot of plot.
Wow.
They faced the 12-win Chargers with Phillip Rivers. Last good year of him. Faced the 12-win Kansas City Chiefs. Remember that game, John? We watched that game in my dorm.
Yeah.
And then faced the 13-win.
Almost said.
Oh yeah. What happened. What happened to my man was offsides for no reason and then took away an interception? That's plot. Right? That's plot. I tell you about plot. He just offsides for no reason.
One of the worst plays ever. Intercept, like it had nothing to do with the play. It's like, yeah, and then he went and converted like
3 third and 10.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Not one, not two, but three of them. So yeah.
I tell you, boy, to be a main character like that, boy, just stupid things just happen. Again, it's like, how are you just offsides on that play? That's hilarious. But the only reason, because look, Patrick Mahomes got plot against everyone else besides Tom Brady. Tom Brady is plot master, super plot. But when Tom Brady retires, then we're all gonna bow down to Mahomes. But until then, because who's Mahomes lost to besides Joe Burrow? Because the Bengals always beat the Chiefs. He lost to Tom Brady. Tom Brady twice. Ooh. So, hey. But what y'all think? They faced the LA Rams Super Bowl. Very boring game unless you're a defensive man, unless you love defense. What do you think? Rate that from 1 to 10. That road to Super Bowl. It's a pretty good team.
Pretty impressive though.
It's a pretty good team, yeah.
Because the Chiefs, they were dealing that year, right?
Yeah, they were really good. 50 touchdown season for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that was. I'll give that maybe like
7.8.
And what they were able to do against the Rams was like crazy because the Rams were putting up they had how many points they were averaging in the game?
Probably over 30. They had that.
Yeah, they were averaging like 30, and they only put up like 7 or something.
They put 3. They put up 3.
They put up
that Super Bowl.
Oh, all right, that's an 8.5. If you go and dismantle a team like that, and somebody that's known as an offensive genius, if you can hold them to 3 points.
What did the Patriots put up? Wasn't it like 9?
They put up 13. It was like I think it was 6-3 for a lot of the game. Yeah. And then they had a last second touchdown to increase that lead or something. But
they didn't put up many points, but I don't expect them to put up that many points. But the fact that you hold another team that's known to score 30. So what, they give up a lot of points, but they're literally known to score, and they only can score 3 points. To me, that's
I think Bill Belichick, what he would do is Jared Goff. They talk to you. The Sean McVay's talking to Jared Goff, and then it cuts off at the 15-second part, and then Bill Belichick would switch up the defensive scheme when their mic cuts off. So now Jared Goff actually has to read the defense rather than just know what to do from Sean McVay. I was like, look at you. That's why no rookie quarterback beat Bill Belichick. You don't know. That's tough.
Exactly. Hey, offensive genius versus defensive genius, and yeah, we saw who won that game. So.
That's tough. That's good. I was like, look at that IQ, boy.
There's only one person that can prevail against defense. You know how they always say defense win championships. There's only one person who's able to prevail against that, and we'll talk about him next, I think.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you're talking about plot master number 2,
Gotcha.
The 12-4 Chiefs. The next year, I welcome to Jesse. Jesse's in and out. This could have been my road. This could have been my road. The 10-6 Texans blowing a 24-0 lead. The 9-7 Titans blowing a 10-point lead, and the 13-3 49ers blowing a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl. What is that road for the Chiefs? Now, Jared, don't be biased since you do not like the Chiefs. I don't like them either, but you should have more reason to hate them. What is that from 1 to 10?
15 in a row we've lost to the Chiefs. Anyways,
that's tough. Is that for real? 15 in a row.
It's 14 and 15. I have to go double check. I think it's 15 after this week.
How?
It started with Alex Smith, I think.
What year did that start? Good God. What year did that start? 15 in a row.
Was it 2017? I think it started in 2017. Nope.
Good God.
God, yeah.
That's tough. Well, yeah, man, Jared, they owning y'all, man. Hey, what do y'all think? What do you think about that run? What do you think about that run, Jared?
I'd give it a 2.
You know? You know what I'm saying?
It's not that high though. Maybe a 6.
I mean, John, you can make an argument of the fact that they came back from multiple double-digit deficits. Go ahead.
That's definitely like a 9.2 or something.
9.2.
Man, you got the high, boy. That's almost at the guys level, boy. Dang.
The team. Okay, let's look at each team they face. Right? Who did they face first?
The
Deshaun Watson Texans.
The Texans, right?
Yeah,
bring it back. That was before. That was the beginning of the end. So that was the Texans were. They were
good. They were a good team.
They were pretty
good. They beat the
team.
Chiefs.
They were down 24 to 0, right?
Yeah.
If you're down 24-0, this is kind of like with the back to the Falcons versus the Patriots. You come back from that, that's super impressive. So, and not only to come back, you blew the team out. How do you? How do you beat down 24-0 and come back and blow a team out? Like, to me, that's insane. So that Texans team was pretty good. So it wasn't like the old team we knew, like with the scrubs. This was a solid team. So to me, already that's deserves a high score. Then who they face next? The Titans.
Face the Titans, yeah.
All right. So we know what the Titans were that year. Like they beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
They retired Tom Brady from the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
They
Beat
went
the
into
Ravens.
the Ravens. They played the Ravens. The Ravens were 13-3 that year.
14 and 2.
14-2. So that was a solid team they beat. So now they come to the Chiefs, right? And how much were they up by? 10, I think.
Yeah, 10. Like 10.
So they're up by 10. This is a great team. That year they were a great team.
Yeah, postseason.
And the Chiefs able to come back and win. So like it's not like they had some easy road. Like they had it was a difficult road to the Super Bowl. And then
they faced the 49ers with
then they placed the 49ers. And we saw what the 49ers did to Aaron Rodgers that year. So the 49ers, and we saw what their defense was doing. We saw, hey, Harrison, if you're watching, we saw what they did to your Browns. the 49ers was a great team, a great team. This was the first time we ever saw somebody, the saying, defenses win championships. This was the first time where an offense was able to win a championship. Like, that play that he had to Tyreek Hill was just insane. And to come back against a great defense like that, to me,
I think that game retired. That game retired Richard Sherman. I know Sammy Watkins was giving Richard Sherman the business. I think Darrell Reeves tweeted about that too.
I give that a 9.5. The only
is that higher than the Giants? That's higher than the Giants. Oh, the Giants is 10.
Me,
you said Giants.
That's what solidified Eli Manning as a Hall of Famer. I don't care. You cannot tell me anything about his regular season. It won't matter to me. If you go and beat the Patriots twice,
postseason dynamo.
Yeah, Hall of Famer easily.
Hall
first
of Fame,
round,
especially in that
first.
postseason. I don't know about first. I don't know about first. I don't know if they'll get him in the first selection. Maybe they will. I don't know. But
no, definitely.
He definitely got some Hall of Fame moments. If he's not Hall of Fame, he definitely got a lot of Hall of Fame moments and Hall of Fame plays. All time great.
If he don't make it, we ride. And this is coming from a Cowboys
fan. And that comes from a Cowboys fan.
It's coming from a Cowboys. Impressive is impressive, and to me, that's like super impressive. So
if he was an Eagle, would you give him the credit if he was an Eagle?
Yes. If he did that as an Eagles, I still would give him credit. Like, I still give Jalen Hurts credit. Like, I thought with A.J. Brown coming, I thought A.J. Brown was going to change his life. But I've seen, like, Jalen Hurts make throws that are, like, just good throws. And it's not because he's throwing it to A.J. Brown. Like, because, like, when you get a good receiver, they're going to be open. Like, I've seen him make, like, tough throws and not just, little dump-offs. These are down the field, like, right in the, like, you can't throw it any better. So if you're doing that, like, I give more credit to Jalen Hurts than I give to AJ Brown. If that
I'll tell you this. You get to give him more credit when he win a Super Bowl this year. Yeah, I guess. You have the same conversation.
Okay,
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't think he will actually. I don't know. He ain't got enough.
I hope he don't. But I'll give him his credit right now. He's playing pretty well.
Quick question though. This is we're almost done with the Super Bowl thing. But quick question.
Yeah,
Speaking of Eli Manning, Eli Manning was a Charger for about a couple minutes and then became a Giant. Now obviously you didn't want to play for the Chargers, but if life changed and Phillip Rivers played for the Giants and Eli Manning played for the Chargers, how do you think their legacy would have changed? Do you think anyone wins a Super Bowl? Do you think like how do you think their legacies change?
That's a tough question because I think it's all about situational. Phillip Rivers, he can probably throw it better, but Eli Manning just had them throws like when it's time to make the throw, he was able to make them. I don't know if Phillip Rivers could do that same thing.
Phillip Rivers, let me give you a little back. Jared, you are in that division, but I'm gonna give you a little backstory of Phillip Rivers. And Phillip Rivers is really good, very much better regular season quarterback than Eli for sure. He had no plot. Eli had that underdog plot. It's beautiful, but Phillip Rivers don't have that. They won 14 games one year, and I remember they faced the Patriots, and the coach literally told his players, if Tom Brady, if he gets an interception, take a knee or like kneel down, whatever. Like he said something similar to the player. And in the game, Tom Brady throws an interception at the end of that freaking game to the guy, and instead of listening to his coach who literally told him what to do on some some prophet type stuff, on some like Nostradamus type stuff, He ran with the ball and fumbled the ball. The Patriots recovered, and plot is not on their side. So Phillip Rivers ain't got no plot. He ain't got no underdog plot or any type of plot. But Eli does. So it's like, does that change? Does Phillip Rivers get some more plot if he's in New York? Does Eli Manning? Cause I don't know. Eli Manning get LaDainian Tomlinson. I mean, he'd be pretty good. So I don't know. It's interesting, but
yeah, that's an interesting. I really can't say. I don't know enough about each. I mean, I know enough about Eli, but I don't know enough about Phillip Rivers.
But Jared, you do. Jared, tell me, you know about Phillip Rivers?
He has 9 kids.
He's super competitive. Like I've seen clips of him. He's super competitive, and he's still a really good QB. But I just think sometimes like certain QBs, when it comes down to it, like they get it done.
Yeah, he played well for a good number of years. He has nothing to show for it, but
yeah, I mean he beat Peyton Manning in the postseason multiple times. Like he's a good quarterback. He just can't. It's all about plot, buddy.
Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say. Maybe Jared, a little more.
I don't think he would have done as well in New York.
Yeah, New York had less talent than
interesting. Yeah, I think it would have fallen off a lot quicker.
That's tough. Anyway. I was just curious. Drew Brees was he's pretty good in the Chargers, and they said, "Now we want Phillip Rivers, getting rid of Drew Brees." And the Saints had their greatest free agent pickup of all time. So beautiful. Next year we're gonna face. We're in the bubble, not the bubble. That's the Mickey Mouse stuff. We are in the year. Was not the bubble, but there's no fans at most of these games. The COVID year. The 11-win Buccaneers. They go and face the 7-win Washington football team, because good God, that division's awful. They face Taylor Heineke and the 7-win Washington football team, and they face the 12-win Saints.
That's the Giants.
They face the 12-win Saints. They face the 13-win Packers, and they beat the 14-win Kansas City Chiefs. What is that?
I'll give that one 9.6. That was pretty impressive. Like, to come to a team and take them to the Super Bowl in the same year is super impressive. And to play the Super Bowl in your home field, like that's insane. And then I look at like who did he go through? Well, who did the teams go through, right? So exile Washington, right? They should have been playing the Giants. Whatever. Then you go to the Saints, which were they kryptonite. Like they swept them in the regular season.
Yeah, definitely.
And like going in, it's like, man, this team is probably just better than us. We can't get it done against them. And the fact that they were able to prevail when it mattered the most, that's super impressive to me. And who did they beat? They beat a future Hall of Famer in Drew Brees, right?
Yeah, last game. Drew Brees' last game, tough.
Yeah, last game, took an L. Then going to the next week, another Hall of Famer. You have Aaron Rodgers, and this is not like a bad team. Or this is not even a bad Aaron Rodgers. This is a great Aaron Rodgers. This is a great team. MVP, You go in there and you beat them, and then you go off to the Super Bowl, and now you're going against Patrick Mahomes, somebody we all think highly of. I guess you could take some points off because he lost his 2 tackles, but at the end of the day, like you still did a number on them. So to me, that's maybe I'll go down to 9.4.
I remember when the Browns faced the Chiefs, I think I got on Harrison about that too, because I was like, that's the only, like, they were winning the game, and then I think the backup had to come in, and then they lost that game on some dumb stuff. Like Baker Mayfield couldn't prove himself and get the game-winning touchdown drive, and I was like, that's how you know, man. That was your shot. When you have no plot, what happens usually is you get one chance. You get one chance. It's like the football. It's like they look and see, hey, if you can do this, then we'll give you plot. And they didn't do it. Baker Mayfield couldn't get it done, and then look at him now. He's not even on the team anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. That's your shot. When you blow your chance, it's up. It's wraps. So, hey, tough for him. But I give that Tom Brady one. I give that I'm gonna give that a 9 from the simple fact that he was dominating the AFC and then went to the NFC and said, F y'all. I'm still better than all of y'all, and beat all your good quarterbacks. I beat all your best quarterbacks. The 2 best quarterbacks in NFC for like 10 years is Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers. Came in and beat them both in their house. Now that's 7 rings. Yeah. I give him a 9, man. That's when you just gotta be like this, man. Like, hey, no one can stop your plot. You beat, it's all you. But Jared, what you think, man?
8.5. It'd be a 9 if they didn't start with the Washington.
The freaking 7-win.
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't know how you win a division with 7 games, boy. That's something, boy. That is something. So we can move on to the last season. We have the 12th win Los Angeles Rams. They faced the 11-win Cardinals, right? Kyler Murray, he don't study, but he was decent. They started like 8-0. I guess he stopped studying and then they fell off. The 13-win Buccaneers, they almost pulled an Atlanta Falcons. They almost blew the lead. Tom Brady's plot was coming strong. He's like, nope. I got plot still. But they blew coverage and Cooper Kupp because Cooper Kupp was on his little thing too. So they blew coverage and they got the catch and they got the field goal. All because of if that went to overtime, I swear Tom Brady get the ball. And I swear Tom Brady gaming them. I promise. That when it's like if you play 2K, you get badges, right? You get like certain badges. Tom Brady got the fourth quarter badge. Clutch. He got that on Hall of Fame. As soon as the fourth quarter starts, it drops. No matter how much you're up. You could be up 50 points. It drops regardless. And then he just doesn't stop scoring. And then you just stop scoring. It's like your body just doesn't know what to do anymore. It's like you don't get first downs anymore. You get 3 and outs. The clock just stops and it's on their side. It's tough. But Matthew Stafford, man, you got your plot for 1 year. And that's beautiful. I'll give you a clap. You don't have it no more. They're an awful team now. But they had it for that 1 year. They faced the 10-win 49ers. 49ers are very hot. They just beat the Cowboys in an hilarious game. Then they just beat the Green Bay Packers in another hilarious game. So they're in the NFC Championship. And then they faced the 10-win Bengals, who we figured out that Joe Burrow cannot lose to Patrick Mahomes. So what is that road for the LA Rams?
That's up there. Probably 8. Yeah, I give it an 8.
You're an 8?
Yeah.
Maybe about like a 6.5.
Oh.
Dang.
I mean, they assembled like this super team for one. They went against the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals was like a good playoff team at the time. Like they were riddled with injuries. It was Kyler Murray's first playoff game, I believe, and he stunk it up. So
he threw an interception. I think he threw a pick 6. It was a hilarious pick 6. I think he just threw it up. It was in the air, and he was like his 5-yard line. He just threw it up in the air. The guy just caught it, touchdown. I was like, oh god.
Man, he was pouting on the sideline. So yeah, take that away. The Bucks.
They almost for the Falcons, boy. That was close. They fumbling the ball too, boy. I tell you, man, something with the plot. But
I don't know.
That was good. That was impressive, I think.
At that time, I don't think the Bucks were like just this.
Yeah, they were good.
I think
they were a good team.
They were decent.
They were 13-4. They were a really good team. I mean, they beat the Eagles the week before, but they were a 13-win. Really, they were good. I would say the Buccaneers were a good team.
Okay, I guess you could put some points up for that.
I think they were in Tampa Bay too.
The 49ers. Now beating the 49ers, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's the one. Right? That's the sexy one.
They were pretty solid. So I guess that account. And then they beat the Bengals. And as we saw that year, the Bengals were just on fire. Like every game, the Bengals should have lost, but somehow they won. Like they sacked against the Titans. The
Titans sacked them 9 times, I think, right?
9 times, something like that. So and then of course the Chiefs. Mahomes got the ball first, so it was like if he get the ball first in overtime, we saw what he did to Josh Allen. So it was like every game they should have lost, and they just found a way to win.
Bro,
it came down to one last play, and they almost won. But Aaron Donald was like, "Hey, this is the reason why they always rank me number 1 overall."
Ring me, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
This is the reason they rank me number 1 overall. And once again, showed you defense win championships. Only one person we know was able. Well, only one person I know was able to prevail over defense, which is the person Jared hates, but
super plot.
Everybody else loves.